Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the spine-chilling legends and mysteries of Texas that have been hidden for years. Until now. From ghostly lights dancing in the desert, to creatures lurking in the shadows, Texas holds a dark and fascinating history just waiting to be uncovered. We'll be exploring the stories, the evidence, and the folklore that have sent shivers down the spines of Texans for generations. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay updated with our latest videos. We're about to take a trip into the unknown, so buckle up, it's going to be a bumpy ride. Alright, let's kick things off in the dusty, desolate town of Marfa, Texas. Picture this, a moonless night, the wind howling across the vast expanse of the desert, and then, in the distance, a flicker. That, my friends, is the start of the mystery of the Marfa lights. For over a century, people have reported seeing strange, unexplained lights dancing on the horizon just outside of town. Some say they're the spirits of fallen soldiers, others believe they're extraterrestrial visitors. Me? I'm keeping an open mind, but I gotta say, the whole thing is giving me the creeps. There are countless theories about these lights, ranging from the plausible to the downright bizarre. Some scientists believe they're caused by atmospheric conditions like temperature inversions reflecting car headlights. But then, how do you explain the sightings that predate automobiles? People have been reporting these lights since the late 1800s, long before cars were even a thing. And trust me, these weren't your average headlights. Witnesses describe the lights as changing color, splitting into multiple orbs, and even moving in seemingly intelligent patterns. One of the most chilling accounts comes from a local rancher who claimed to have followed the lights one night, only to find them hovering over a freshly dug grave. Spooky, right? But here's the thing. Even with all the theories and supposed explanations, no one has been able to definitively prove what these lights are. And that's what makes this whole thing so damn intriguing. Are the Marfa lights a scientific anomaly or something far more sinister? I guess you'll have to decide for yourself. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're heading to Abilene, Texas, where a different kind of creepy awaits. We're talking about the black-eyed children, and let me tell you, these are not your friendly neighborhood trick-or-treaters. Imagine this. You're home alone, it's getting late, and you hear a knock at the door. You open it to find two children, a boy and a girl, standing on your porch. They seem normal enough except for one terrifying detail. Their eyes are completely black. No whites, no pupils, just pure, unsettling darkness. Now you might be thinking, Shane, that's just a creepypasta, and you wouldn't be entirely wrong. The legend of the black-eyed children gained traction in the late 90s, thanks to the internet and our love for all things spooky. But here's the thing, the story that started it all allegedly took place in Abilene, Texas, back in 1996. A journalist named Brian Bethel claimed he encountered two such children while parked outside a movie theater. They asked for a ride home, and that's when Bethel noticed their eyes. He described feeling an overwhelming sense of dread and fear, like something was deeply, deeply wrong. Since then, there have been countless reports of similar encounters all over the world. People describe the children as being overly polite yet strangely insistent, often pleading to be let inside. But here's the kicker. They never use force or aggression. They rely on unsettling persuasion and that bone-chilling stare to get what they want. What do they want, you ask? Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Some believe they're lost souls. Others think they're something far more sinister. Whatever they are, one thing's for sure. I wouldn't be opening my door to them anytime soon. Chapter 3. The Donkey Lady Bridge. Alright, gather round because this next one takes place on a secluded bridge just outside of San Antonio, Texas. It's called the Donkey Lady Bridge. And trust me, it's not named after a friendly farm animal. This bridge has a dark and twisted history, and it all centers around the legend of the Donkey Lady. The story goes that back in the early 1900s, a woman named La Llorona lived on a small farm near the bridge with her children. She was a loving mother, but her life took a tragic turn when a fire ripped through her home, claiming the lives of her children. Driven mad by grief, she wandered the woods near the bridge, her cries echoing through the night. Now here's where the story gets really messed up. Locals began to spread rumors that the woman had somehow survived the fire, but her face and body were horribly disfigured, resembling that of a donkey. They called her the Donkey Lady, and said she roamed the bridge, seeking revenge for the loss of her children. Legend has it that if you drive onto the bridge at night and honk your car horn 3 times, The donkey lady will appear, her cries echoing through the darkness. Some say she'll scratch at your car, others claim she'll chase you down the road. But the most disturbing part of this legend is that it might not be just a legend. There have been numerous reports of strange occurrences on and around the bridge. People claim to have seen a shadowy figure resembling the donkey lady lurking in the woods, and some have even reported hearing her blood-curdling screams. Is the donkey lady real, or is she just a product of our darkest fears? I'll let you be the judge, but I wouldn't recommend visiting that bridge alone at night. Chapter 4: The Lake Worth Monster. Alright, let's dive into the murky depths of Lake Worth, Texas, where a different kind of creature is said to lurk. We're talking about the Lake Worth Monster, and this thing is the stuff of nightmares. Picture this. It's a hot summer night. You're cooling off in the lake, when suddenly, you see something large and hairy moving towards you. It has glowing red eyes, sharp claws, and a scream that could curdle your blood. That, my friends, is the Lake Worth Monster in all its terrifying glory. This creature, often described as a cross between a goat and a human, has been terrorizing the shores of Lake Worth since the 1960s. The first reported sighting sent shockwaves through the community. It was a hot July night, and a group of teenagers claimed to have seen a large, hairy creature emerge from the lake. They said it was about 7 feet tall, covered in matted fur, and had glowing red eyes that seemed to pierce through the darkness. The teenagers were terrified, and their story quickly spread throughout the town. But it wasn't just teenagers who claimed to have seen the monster. Over the years, there have been countless reports from fishermen, campers, and even police officers. One fisherman swore he saw the creature dragging a large catfish into the depths of the lake, while a group of campers claimed it threw rocks at their tent throughout the night. The Lake Worth Monster became a local legend, and people flocked to the lake hoping to catch a glimpse of the elusive creature. Some even claimed to have captured it on film, though the footage was always blurry and inconclusive. Is the Lake Worth Monster real, or is it just a figment of our imaginations? The evidence is certainly compelling, but without clear photographic or video evidence, the mystery remains unsolved. One thing's for sure though, if you ever find yourself swimming in Lake Worth, keep your eyes peeled and your wits about you. You never know what might be lurking beneath the surface. Chapter 5: The Texas Killing Fields. Alright folks, brace yourselves because this last one is not for the faint of heart. We're heading to a desolate stretch of land along the Calder Freeway near League City, Texas, a place known as the Texas Killing Fields. Now this isn't your typical ghost story or cryptid sighting. This is a real-life nightmare. A place where over 30 bodies have been found since the 1970s, most of them young women. The killing fields are a grim reminder that sometimes the scariest monsters are human. Imagine this, a desolate stretch of road surrounded by tall grass and abandoned buildings, a place where the wind whispers through the trees, carrying with it the echoes of unspeakable horrors. That's the Texas Killing Fields. The first victim was found in 1971, a young woman named Heidi Fye. Her body was discovered in a field just off the freeway, and her murder remains unsolved to this day. Over the next few decades, more and more bodies were found in the area, many of them young women who had been abducted, tortured, and killed. The sheer number of victims and the brutality of the crimes sent shockwaves through Texas and beyond. Investigators believe that multiple killers, potentially serial killers, have used the killing fields as a dumping ground for their victims. The isolation of the area, combined with the dense vegetation, made it the perfect place to dispose of a body without being seen. The families of the victims continue to search for answers, desperate to bring their loved ones' killers to justice. But the killing fields hold their secrets close. Despite numerous investigations and countless hours spent combing through evidence, many of the cases remain unsolved. The Texas killing fields serve as a chilling reminder that evil can lurk in the most unexpected places and that some mysteries may never be fully solved. The next time you find yourself driving down a dark and lonely road, remember the stories of the Texas killing fields. And remember that sometimes the scariest things are not the stuff of legends, but the harsh realities of the world we live in. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. We had a blast exploring the dark side of Texas with you, but hey, we're just scratching the surface here. This state is practically overflowing with creepy tales and unsolved mysteries. Comment below if you know of any other terrifying legends or mysteries we should cover next. Don't forget to subscribe for more spine-tingling content. We'll see you in the next video. But until then, sleep tight and don't let the black-eyed children bite.